Greetings, this is Joelle and I am the Viberarian. I am here to elevate, enlighten, and empower. I'm doing that for myself and I love sharing with you about my journey because I hope that you too will be elevated, enlightened, and empowered on your own path. So I am having a bit of rest and relaxation, much needed. I don't know about you, but I was really getting frazzled and burnt out. So I have come to the ocean. She calls me home, and I love being in salt water. It's so restorative. It's just being nurtured and cradled in the mother's womb for me. Of course, Yamaya, Mami Wata, just all of the beautiful, divine, feminine womb energy that salt water represents to me in terms of the mother. I'm a Cancer rising, so all of that beautiful energy of nurturing and compassion and healing is what I'm experiencing. So every day I've been looking to see what portal is available for me as I'm stepping through a transformational experience. And so I had a portal reading with the Sacred Sea, the Enchanted Map, and Mother Mary Oracle every day. So I am going to share this with you today because I was guided to do so. So I hope that you enjoy the view. The cards may not be as visible, but we're talking about ocean, so what's not to love about that? So the first thing we're going to do then is tap in here. I've already blessed and cleared my space. So I ask today, from all energies of unconditional, loving truth, what messages do you have for us today that are for our highest good and are the highest good of all? From the feminine aspect of the creator source merging out into the masculine aspect of the creator source, we invite you to bring forward a message for the collective as to what portal we are standing in at this moment, this now moment. Okay, so let's see here. All right, card number 1 and card number 2. All right, first we see here, oh wow, Olympus, what a card. That is amazing. Oh, there we go. So, wow, look at that. Okay, we have so much water. It speaks to me of like the flood almost, or it's like Moses parting the Red Sea even. I see the halls of justice. And it's like multiple temples coming down from above down to below, from the higher illuminated realms, then moving down into the formlessness of the void. Almost I've seen like the formless waters and the cataclysm as well. This is very interesting. I'm not familiar with Olympus, other than that is the home of the gods. Are we bringing this down to earth? Let us see. I'm going to give us the message. This is a beautiful deck that I recently purchased, and so let's join together. In Greek mythology, Olympus is the mountain where the divinities reside. You stand at the portal to the rarefied realm of the gods. The story playing out in your life is an epic tale, and you are the hero. The Olympus portal reminds you to enlist divine power. Doing so will bring about triumphant success. Before you were born into this life experience, you chose to go through certain challenges to allow your soul to evolve in certain ways. particular ways. This is one of those challenges. And this card has appeared to remind you that you are not alone. You have friends and allies in high places that can help. But first, you have to call on them and allow their guidance and support. In one sense, all the gods are one, but the divine presence is infinite. And by definition, the infinite cannot be limited to one particular polarity or quality, male or female, for example, or peaceful or warrior-like. That's why there are many faces of the divine. So we can attune to various aspects and facets of infinite consciousness and to differentiate the divine into various names and stories that help inspire us in our finite human world. Receiving this card indicates that you will benefit from working with one particular deity now, or possibly a pair or group of deities. You may already have a deity in mind, or you may be able to attune to your intuition in such a way that you will know who this deity is. If you don't know, do a little research to find a god or a goddess to relate to in your current circumstance. You may investigate a pantheon that aligns with your heritage, faith, or upbringing, or there may be another pantheon to which you feel inexplicably drawn. Once you've discovered the divinity or divinities you'd like to work with, you may like to find an image of them, a statue, figurine, or framed picture, and place it on any flat surface to create a simple altar. Then light a candle to the divinity and from your heart request their guidance and support. Extinguish the candle when you finish with your invocation. Repeat the whole process daily until you've completed your present journey and emerged victoriously. Divine beings of great wisdom want to help you. Ask and you shall receive. Ashe, ashe. Okay, so I am definitely here in the energy of Yamanya, Yamoja, however your practice speaks to that. And she came to me in all of her beauty and has been walking with me that I didn't even know at a time before in my life. And so coming here to the Yucatan and Mexico is really part of my journey into coming into her embrace through my own particular spiritual calling. Now, I'm not a practitioner of any particular faith practice. Ifa and Orishas are a very rich spiritual practice, and I am not immersed in that and have not gone through an initiation through man pathway for that. But because of the presence that has come through in my life, I receive the initiations that I received directly into my power and authority in moving with her as my guide and primary force of the feminine that moves through me. I'm so grateful and blessed to have this divinity present and walking through my life as the mother and also Mother Mary and all of the feminine deity Kuan Yin. I mean, there's just so many facets of the divine feminine, the Sophia, Holy Sophia mystery that walk and come and present. And I'm very, very grateful for that and invite you as well to step into work. And one of the things that I had to overcome in my life is that the Christian doctrine teaches about there's only one God and you should have no other gods before, and that's false idolatry. But so that can instill a lot of fear when you begin to step out and work with energies that are like not from, say, the Christian perspective. And I don't know what it's like for other faith practices. But when an energy is absolutely, the facets that they're talking about is that the many faces of the Creator with one divine, loving, universal consciousness operating through all of it, just as we are facets individualized on this great diamond shining light of creation, so all are also what we would refer to deities, divinities, gods, goddesses. They're all aspects of Creator Source expressing itself. So if it is in the alignment for loving and unconditionality and unity, then let that be your meter and your guide to call you into a deeper relationship with all of creation sources selves. Okay, sorry, I'm channeling differently while I'm down here, so it's very interesting for me right now. Okay, so I also now at this moment invite any other energies of unconditional love and truth that wish to work and assist myself and humanity on elevating our frequency more towards creator love, unification. I welcome and receive the guidance that you are able to in your journey, walking with me in the next phase of my ascension journey. Okay, all right, so let's see what the second one is. Oh, this is the second time I got this card this week. It is commitment. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful card. Let's see if I can set this here. And this is so much like you see here, this is like, I know that I am a sacred priestess of an oracle of the divine feminine, and I am committed to being of service to others on the planet so that her messages and love can be delivered through my thought, word, and deed. So it's very interesting, we have this triangle gateway and these feminine here making a commitment through an arbor grove even, and it's almost like this is a heart shape, but it's also like the yoni of the birth canal. We have so much symbolism, and the 11 of co-creation, like we are co-creating. I am committed to co-creating a reality that equally honors feminine, masculine, and so to move through the imbalance that we are in now is part of my contribution to our ascension journey, is to make an effort to rebalance that. And those who are here at this particular time, we are called to recommit ourselves to co-creating. Recommit to yourself to co-create your most beautiful reality possible, one that is filled with love and abundance for all. Okay, so let's see here what we have in the 11. Oh, we got two 11s. Olympus and commitment, 38 and 11. All right, we have an 11-11 portal here, which is very amazing because it is also the equinox this week. We are coming up on, it's just huge energies, and I know that's another reason why I was called down here. Okay, for the energies, the huge energies here. All right, so this is an exciting time because you are standing at the portal of a life-altering commitment. What are you being called to commit to? It could be a relationship, a career, a project, a life direction, or a spiritual path. Or spirit might be guiding you to commit yourself even more lovingly and attentively than ever before. If a commitment is aligned with your most authentic good, it is always a commitment to yourself. Yes, you may also be devoting yourself to something else, such as a person, place, or situation, because you recognize it as an essential piece of your journey and soul's evolution. This doesn't mean that you're being selfish. Rather, it means that an ideal commitment is always a win-win and never a win-lose. Recommit yourself as you stand at this portal. Yes. Remind yourself that you are worthy of the life you want and that everyone you care about will benefit when you prioritize your dreams and your desire to thrive. Remember that true generosity never requires you to forsake yourself. Even though your commitments will usually require hard work and service, they should not be reasons for you to ignore your needs or leave yourself out in the cold. Once you connect with your loyalty to yourself, consider what else you want to commit to and why. Get crystal clear on your intentions so you can surrender to your chosen path. And if anything is not aligned with your heart, now's the time to get clear on that too. When you begin by saying yes to yourself, you can easily discern what else you genuinely want to say yes to, as well as what you want to bid farewell to and send on its way with love. You may want to light a candle and call on the divine for support in making this commitment to yourself. Then relax your mind and open up to guidance and inspiration about how to move forward with courage and integrity. The commitment you make today will bring you great joy and success throughout all of your tomorrows. All right, all of your tomorrows. I receive it, and I will be sitting with this energy today as to what I wish to expand and renew my commitment to. I know that I am committed to this shift of the ages that I came here to be a part of, and my contribution is to light the fires of divine love within all of humanity, first having lit those fires and lights in and of myself. And so it is. Okay. Oh, wow, this is amazing. Okay, so now let us see what message the Sacred Sea wants to bring. What is the Sacred Sea message as we look out at this Sacred Sea here? All right. And let me get these out of the way here. We're doing 7 for the sea. 7 for divine femininity. All right, last one. All right. Okay, I'm laughing because this is actually the 3rd time I've received this card in the last week. Already once here on my trip and just last week. So this must be an important and repeating message. All right, this is the Coral Reef Sea Queen, Environmental Awareness. Now let me pause for a moment here and say, I'm in Cancun, and the area that I normally go to is Playa del Carmen, which is further down in the Riviera Maya. And I have not stayed in this area before. But from what I understand, the reason that it is so beautiful here is that the coral reef out there makes it calmer, I think, when it comes inside the coral reef. And a few years ago, I think probably 20 years ago, after one of the hurricanes, I heard that they had to bring in the sand and things from other places. Like there was a huge shipping movement, and they brought in all of this sand and rebuilt the beaches and restored or set things in place to make the coral reef regrow and be restored. Now, coral reefs take a long time to grow, and so the damage that is being done by the tourism, as you could see now in Playa del Carmen, there are boats and things just going crisscross. It's much calmer here where I'm at particularly, but the impact of our tourism and what it has on the environment around us and the sheer waste that we do ecologically, what we leave, the trash we leave, the everything, the emissions, the garbage, the air, the water, all of this stuff is having an impact. So we need to be aware that everywhere we move and everything that we do does have an impact on the other living beings in our reality. So if we are looking and saying, renewing our commitment that every other living thing on this planet restore into health and balance and wholeness, right? That includes our nature allies and our beautiful inhabitant of Mother Gaia and her oceans and airs. Okay, so let's see here what this Coral Reef Sea Queen has for us today. The affirmation: I am open to knowing why I choose to experience difficult times on a soul level. I trust that what I find will make me more conscious and kind, and I will remain alert to what my inner being needs and make changes accordingly. This will help to raise the vibration of the collective consciousness on this planet and bring healing to it. Okay? The coral reef sea queen is a protector of the coral reefs of the planet. She keeps the sacred sanctuary of the coral reef intact to provide a lush, vibrant, nourishing home for marine life to thrive with. As the environment has been abused and traumatized, she reminds us that this can first be healed within our consciousness. There is no need to feel fear, worry, or stress, as she affirms that this can now be seen and understood. The reefs are being balanced back to a thriving nature. Think about the concept as above, so below, as you contemplate your reality and mirror it to the health of the planet. What could a healthier and more sustainable way of living, eating, consuming, thinking, and even loving others and yourself? Consider any pain you experience in your life that can be healed and used as an energetic fertilizer to add richness to your life, depth to your emotions, and a deeper understanding of others. Okay, and there's a ritual that says call on the coral reef sea queen to bring vibrant health and healing to the planet and your mind and body so you can create a safe home for your gentle soul. She wants to protect and assist you in your efforts to heal and regain your strength. Set an intention now to honor your soul in anything difficult you may have been experiencing. Bringing attention to this is like energetically tending to a wound. If you ignore it, it can harbor infection and grow worse. Choose to acknowledge these challenges and look for the gifts within them, why you chose to experience them, and what they are teaching you and preparing you for. You may even be able to clear and complete any karmic cycles and patterns. Stay open to miracles and synchronicities at this time, as you never know what opportunities and new seeds may sprout up due to the conscious awakening you are creating. You can choose to receive this healing power and affirm that this is now awakened within you, allowing it to integrate into your being. I receive that. I receive the healing power, and I affirm that it is now awakening within me. I allow it to be integrated into my body. Oh, this is just amazing. And it's like as above, so below, from the heavens of the gods down, like bringing it down. Okay, beautiful. All right, what is the other message? Oh, priestess of purity. That's so funny because this is why it's funny. First of all, it's in the book for the coral reef sea queen. This is the image. And I thought about showing the face, and then I was like, no. And so Spirit was like, yes, you're going to show this card. Priestess of Purity, 14, crystalline purity. 14 is my significant number because it is my birthday on 10/14. It is one of my spiritual power numbers, and I am so beloved that this is come out right now. All right, so crystal of purity. Oh. There we go. We'll just leave the energies right there. All right. And that, oh, this is just beautiful. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. And this is in the Sacred Sea Priestesses section. Affirm, I honor my innate purity. I remember who I am and who I came to earth to be, my truest, most honest self. I am devoted to expressing and honoring my pure soul essence and hold this energy in all I am, do, and share. Yes, beautiful. Okay. Priestess of purity, I am a warrior holding the highest vibration of integrity. I am here to anchor in the divine grid of deep purity, equality, and honesty to a level unknown to all humans. Be aware of what you think you know to be the truth, as this is just perception and projection. As your consciousness and soul evolve and expand within your physical form, you will know new expressions of reality unannounced to all who have gone before you. Await, dear one, as the grid is recalibrating to a new crystalline form that will enhance the life quality and experience of the whole. Be with me in sovereign solidarity as we anchor this high level frequency into the new earth. Yes, beautiful. Okay, and in this is the sacred sea ritual to hold a photo of you in your purest moments. You can do this in your mind and heart if you do not have a physical image to focus on. Call upon your guide, your highest self, and the priestess of purity to accompany you in this sacred ritual. Set your sacred space and settle your energy. See and feel into your memory of who you were at this moment in your evolutionary soul journey. Notice the openness you held and any other significant feelings or memories you can summon. Breathe deeply as you visualize coming into alignment with that same energy you once held. You may find that emotions arise as there is so much tenderness in this remembrance. Allow all you feel to come to the surface and be expressed. Stay here for a moment and honor your soul for being brave enough to come into this form, this world, with such vulnerability. Look at how far you have come and honor yourself for this incredible accomplishment of survival and growth. Take the hand of your purest soul self and send infinite love back into your own heart, as this is how the healing takes place, through honoring your own choices and continuing to align with this pure, honest, vulnerable source within. You are so loved. Give yourself a hug and keep nurturing your purity. There is infinite expansion embedded in this alignment. Trust your soul. This is beautiful because as I'm seeing here, like as you honor your soul, you come forward and it's like this is your soul. This is you honoring that pure self of reflection of who you were, and that you are committed to honoring that inner child and nurturing and to have and hold that inner self through all troubles, and to not judge that self as having been impure, and holding that frequency was to take the hand of your purest soul self and send infinite love back into your own heart. I send this infinite love back into my own heart. I do. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to the enchanted map and see where our journey and guidance is coming next as we move through this portal and proceed on our journey of commitment and renewal and purity, co-creation of a loving, beautiful heaven on earth. All right, top and bottom. All right. Ooh, slow and steady. Oh, I love that this has the spiral shell. That is such a beautiful 3. Slow and steady wins the race. Like the thing about Fibonacci and the spiral that we see here, it represents like the golden ratio. And when the thing about the golden ratio is that it never reaches unification. Like at its inception point, as it begins to emerge, it's so imperceptible that it seems like it hasn't expanded. And yet it has. And not only that, it will continue to expand infinitely, never reaching a completion point, because the spiral opportunity, and mathematically and energetically and in physics in our particular construct, is that it is an ever evolving journey. Sorry. I went all the way around here. Okay, ever evolving journey. Okay, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, is what the turtle said. All right, so I'm impatient. I have to say, I am impatient. I want things now, because my logical mind is like, well, it's time. But, this is beyond the logical mind, because behind it all is the imperceptible thing that the mind is not meant to perceive, and yet the growth is still there. Okay, so let's see here. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. Okay, I received that. I'm definitely here to slow down. Now, if you're in a challenge aspect, this is pushing things forward impulsively will not only prevent success, but potentially cause more trouble than you're prepared to handle. Moving too quickly will only yield unripe fruit with a bitter taste. Slow down, breathe, meditate. You're not a human doing, you're a human being. Just be. Everything will work out if you can apply the brakes and become more aware of what's happening in this moment. A calm focus on the now, breathing in the beauty of your surroundings, okay? Will restore your power to consciously co-create your world. All fruits ripen in their own time. Okay, so I am calmly going to focus on being here in this beautiful nature environment, and then I will be returning to power, restored in power, to move forward through this co-creative portal. All right, beautiful. Now let's see what we have here. Ooh, magic prayer. Look at that. See that? Oh, look at that energy behind us, like the fusion of the heart. That heart is what is fueling our requests and our conversations with the divine. 32 is a 5 as well, so we've got 2 5. So a change, right? What change are we seeking? What is the inner light? I mean, this is almost like a catalyst or a fusion or something that's happening there. So when we are speaking out of our heart to the higher realms, it is as if it is magic, and the miracles that we receive as a result of it are mind-blowing. Okay, all right, so let's see here. 32. Speak your prayers, listen for the answers, act in faith. When you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you. As long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured that you are on the right path. Okay? Yes. Whew. Okay, now in reverse, it says self-will that goes unchecked can bring difficulties. This could be a sign that you mistakenly believe your way is the only one. Could the path you're on be leading you to a place of regret, or could you be pursuing something that just isn't good for you? If so, you may be facing a painful lesson and a lonely one too. Perhaps it's time to pray and meditate on your highest good and the highest good of all. Spirit may have other plans for you. Be assured that they will be better than any you could ever dream up. Okay, I received that as well, because I constantly have to move back into the trust when something kind of seems to be going negative, and say, okay, it's not really negative, it's for my highest good, because I trust that my highest good is always unfolding, even when that means there's a no and there's a closed door. It is hard to keep my hands off the wheel sometimes, right? But through journeying in this walk of intimacy with Spirit, I am learning and growing to rest more within that magic space of realizing that my prayers are always being answered. Okay, so, all right, so last but not least, we are going to get a message from the ultimate Mother Mary, Mother Energy. I serve with her hands. I speak with her voice. Okay, so Mother Mary, see what guidance we are going to receive for today's walk. Look at that. Our Lady of Nourishment. 34. It's a 7. It's our Divine Feminine Calling card. She is so feeding me and caring for me and nurturing for me. Do you not feel and see her nurturing you with her life force energy? She is there for us all. Beautiful. Look at that water. And it says the sacred attachment. The sacred attachment. Being attached to our nourishment, like never disconnected from that wellspring of living life force and love. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's see what we receive from Our Lady of Nourishment. This is 7, beautiful, 34. All right. Do you hunger, my child, for love, for security, for knowing that all will be well? Do you hunger for food, for possessions, for relationships, for opportunities to be free in the world and make your mark? Do you hunger, my child, for feelings of tenderness, appreciation, and acknowledgement? Let me fulfill that hunger now through the divine presence and the bounty that it brings. Let me fulfill that hunger that you may know fullness, not only fed by the spiritual worlds, but nourished through delight in your precious life, in this physical world through which you are approaching your spiritual enlightenment. In the physical world, hunger can be painful. It can be the very real physical suffering of impoverished bodies. Hunger can also exist as a subtle, but just as real, and at another level, just as painful, spiritual poverty that threatens the continuing existence of the human soul. The human soul is most precious. It is what allows for wild animal and sublime spirit to unite, for flesh to become sacred and for spirit to become tangible, that it may live in the world as love. It is so extraordinary that any explanations of it in words are limited at best. To put it mildly, the human soul is worth fighting for. It is the part of us that feels, that has compassion, creativity, connection to the living reality of the body and the natural world. It just knows when something is genuinely true and therefore coming from love, or false and therefore not coming from love. It isn't interested in wrong and right, in judgment and one belief system over another. The human soul wants to thrive. The only world it knows to be true is love. Without the human soul, this whole divine experiment of Earth School cannot come to its fruition of a radiant world of the universe. Okay, a radiant world of the universe. Without the human soul, this whole divine experiment of Earth School cannot come to its fruition of a radiant world of illuminated beings contributing tremendous waves of love to our universe. We have so much power available to us as a species. You only have to feel the energy at a football match to understand that group power is considerable. However, if the soul is not present, that power is unable to be directed into constructive channels to improve our world. Imagine all the potent emotional intensity that is poured into a championship sports event being instead sent with intention that a political issue be resolved, for example, or an environmental issue to be supported financially. One person has tremendous power to create difference in the world. Imagine how much power and energy could be generated for the greater good by a group of conscious people with great passion. Working together with conscious intent would make human beings very potent spiritual change agents, and the world would be transformed quickly. And of course, then there is the human soul that you have, beloved. Apart from the power of contributing through a group, you have a very important role as an individual being. You, my beloved, understand something of the spiritual truths that are still hidden from the masses, who are fearful and cannot understand as yet. You are one of the children of the Divine Mother, one of those who walks the path of the living Christ to assist with raising consciousness on this planet and bringing the spirit into the body so that a human soul can be born. No matter what hungers you may have for status or wealth or pleasure or contentment or service or passion or freedom or more, at the core of any hunger is the hunger for soul. It might be masquerading at times as a hunger for power, relationship, money, or chocolate. Yet underneath all of that, there lies the hunger for life, and life is only directly experienced through the human soul. The mind alone cannot do it. There is no feeling function there. The body alone cannot do it. There is no self-awareness there. It is the mind and body together through the soul, which creates the capacity to experience and be transformed and nourished through that experience. Without this, it is like being at the most amazing buffet, so very hungry that you are ravenous, but having no mouth with which to eat. Surely one definition of hell. Our Lady of Nourishment comes to you with this message. Your hungers will be met. Allow her to show you what you are truly hungering for. Yes, there may be moments of desire for a car or a pair of shoes, but if you allow her, she will lead you far deeper into what you are truly hungering after so that your hunger can actually be fed. After all, if you are hungry for light, darkness will never satisfy your hunger, no matter how much of it you try to consume. She asks that you turn to her with your desires and ask for her help. She will not judge you or condemn you. She will help you. Sometimes she may show you that what you think you want is actually not what you need or want in truth. She will do so with mercy if you ask her to. The healing process for this oracle will help you. Finally, if you are not sure how this relates to you, then know this. Within you, even if it is not conscious as of yet, there is a great hunger and a yearning that is soon to emerge. This is an expression of a spiritual call on your own soul life, a desire to live somewhat fuller, more fearlessly, and with greater understanding than before. It might manifest in a practical sense as a desire to travel or to communicate with people who are open-minded and willing to listen to you and who want to speak about all sorts of topics. It might manifest as a desire to break out of the mold of your life and bust through stereotypes. Pray to Our Lady to help you feed your hunger in the most conscious, constructive, and healing way possible. She wants to help you now, and only she can truly feed the world. Okay, and there's a healing process and affirmation. It says you are in a softly lit room with a baby being fed by its mother. Feel the peace and quiet in the room, the contentment. The mother softly coos to the baby, perhaps singing a gentle lullaby. The child is in simple bliss, fed and happy and comfortable. Be with the feeling of this. It may be lovely or it may be confronting if this was not the reality for you. You may find it foreign and strange or easy to imagine. Whatever you feel is fine, just notice it. The prayer is that I call upon Mother Mary, Our Lady of Nourishment, who loves me unconditionally. You who know my deepest hungers and desires, please help me be truly nourished, Mother. I ask for your support, intervention, and assistance that my soul may be fed, that it may thrive, bringing passion, light, and presence to this world, igniting the souls of others too. May your will be done. Place your hands on your heart and imagine the love of the Divine Mother gently flowing like mother's milk through your hands, in through your hands, and pouring into your heart. Stay there for as long as feels good, nourishing, or appropriate for you. You may like to close your eyes and relax for several moments like this. When you are ready, simply say this affirmation to close your healing practice. Our Lady of Nourishment true feeds my soul with all that is real. I grow strong in my light and my presence, becoming a lover and a holy child of this world. And so it is. So, okay, as I was thinking, reading through this, like I was this morning I read a story about how Deion Sanders, who's a football coach, he's an American person of notoriety. He's always inflamed people because he's kind of marched to his own drum. So he is a African American coach. And some of what we're dealing with in our country is looking to call to accountability systemic racism and prejudice that has gone on in many, many, many systems. And of course, athletics is no different. So the fact that he is actually coaching is like part of this challenging reconciliation of our place as equals in society. So another coach called out to him that he was wearing sunglasses in a TV interview, and from what I understand, it was kind of like saying that Deion didn't have proper etiquette, or that he was disrespectful by doing that. It was just like a really judgy kind of statement or place to project, from what I understand. And Deion did not react well to that in terms of to that person, but I mean, he reacted appropriately overall, of course, because he just went out and he gave all his team members and other people the same sunglasses, right? So part of the thing of being told that we are not presentable, that we are not acceptable, that we're still denied our equality and entrance as humans because we're not conforming to some form of domesticated standard. So that's what I see that situation and scenario is happening, was the old patriarchy projection of saying you, although your skills and your credentials have got you here, there's still something that's just not right. You should know better. And it's kind of dismissive and patronizing, because that is assuming that you have the same value system, or that your value system is one to be projected out on others. And that is definitely never the case. So Deion gave his players the glasses, because sometimes they're going to say, you know, it's like giving you shade. Sunglasses are also shade. You may get shade by society when you are non-conforming. But when you are moving into a new template of unification, then all of that shade, right? Like you're too bright of a light for society, and they're the ones that will shade their eyes from that and critique and bring you, try to dim the situation, circumstance down. Now, what happened subsequent to this, in 24 hours, Dion sold $12 million worth of sunglasses. Okay, people resonated with that to the tune of $12 million. They were willing to go and invest to say F you to the system represented in that coach's statement. They're willing to put so much money into purchasing. But what if, so to me, part of that is like, yes, we stood up, we raised our voice, we collectively stood behind him to leverage and up-level his finances through the sale of his sunglasses. However, what could that $12 million actually have done in feeding people, in buying them underwear or shoes or toothpaste or a home or a residence or a hot meal? And I get that we are in a capitalist construct and there are many, many layers and levels. And for the people who bought $12 million of sunglasses, they are, I'm sure, contributing to the elevation of humanity in many, 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 many ways. But when we think about our momentum and what is stirred up in us, the Matrix is very good about capturing the momentum of our indignation and our righteous upset and anger, capturing it and converting it into an economic transaction that only benefits the pyramid of profit versus something that's distributed down to all of us to where equality flows more amongst everyone. I'm not saying that this moment with Dion was not important, because it very much was. And I don't want to seem like I am, downgrading that at all, because I think it was putting your money where your mouth is. And if I see you're, being attacked for something, then yes, I'm going to rise up for it. But I would just really love for there to become a day when our drive goes further than just purchasing something for our own selves, but to begin converting that effort and energy then to, say, an economic purchase of support for those who really are downtrodden, who really see injustice, and who really have our judgment as a society that they are not suitable enough to be brought into. The homeless people who are seen as too dirty to come into a store, or the people who are too drug addicted and or trapped in their mental awarenesses to be considered safe to be brought into society, or the lepers who are put outside the village, as it were, if you look to the biblical stories, right? We are to bring those in and to tell them they are worthy, and you cannot judge us anymore either, simply because you're of an outmoded mindset of patriarchy that thinks that we are all different. We are not. We are one. Okay, so I had to say that because it kept coming in as I was speaking. So, okay, Mother Mary was very interesting, and indignation, or interest. I won't say indignation. That was the energy that kind of caused the uprising of $12 million. So last but not least, we have here, another 7. Look at this. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our Lady of Comfort. All right. I'll show all these out again here in a minute. See if I can manage to zoom in. All right. Oh, so much of the Divine Mother presence here today, and I am just every day, but moving forward more strongly through my vessel and through my life. I'm so grateful. Okay, even though you may not see me, I am holding your hand. Even though you may not hear me, I am speaking through your heart. I am never far away from you. I am by your side with love, guidance, and protection always. You are my own. I could not bear to be apart from you. Receive my message of comfort and peace now. Our Lady of Comfort brings you angels of peace. She is at your side. If you have wondered if the divine is more real than you ever believed, if you have been in conscious divine connection, the oracle of Our Lady of Comfort confirms this. If you have been having the opposite experience, perhaps finding it difficult to feel lightness, joy, or happiness for some time, or finding it hard to meditate or connect with yourself or your spiritual center, Our Lady is telling you she is still with you, and this time too shall pass. If you have been trying to be strong, perhaps for the benefit of others who are grieving or in stressful life situations, or if you have been feeling alone, not really held or heard by others, this oracle comes with a particular message. The Divine Mother hears you, knows you, loves you. She asks you, pray to her so that she may help you, that you may attract the comfort, connection, and support that you need, not only from spiritual sources, but also in human form in the material world. You are worthy of this support too, and she asks that you do not allow your strength to isolate you or prevent you from receiving the love that you need. If you have been in chronic pain, either emotional or physical, and are suffering without relief, or if you know of someone in such a situation, please pray to the Divine Mother Mary, Our Lady of Comfort, to bring spiritual blessing and divine assistance or relief. The Divine Mother will offer what will most serve with mercy and compassion, and you can certainly pray for her help for yourself and for others. Okay, and I'm going to pause here and say that we ask for the Divine Mother's arms of comfort to be with all who have lost a loved one in the Hawaiian fires, in the Libyan floods, and the earthquake. All of these tragedies, known and unknown, for the thousands who are outpouring in grief collectively across our planet. Loss is great. No loss is small to those who experience it. May the Mother's arms of comfort embrace and know, I ask on behalf of all. Okay. If you are suffering a loss or disappointment, she comes to you specifically with this message. Sometimes there is a sacrifice of what could have been on the altar of a different future. Grieve what has not come to pass, but know there is plenty of life yet to be lived and dreams to be fulfilled. Those dreams may be fulfilled in a way that is surprising, or may yet be fulfilled in the way that you once imagined they would be. But divine timing is perfect and serves you. Receive her comfort and know that all is not lost. If you've been worrying about a situation in your life, the Divine Mother asks that you imagine her soothing you gently like a mother with a child. She asks that you know that you have more than enough strength and resourcefulness to attract to you what you will need to allow that situation to resolve itself. She is with you, helping you. Pray for her help and allow her to help you. Our Lady of Comfort also reassures us that whatever is happening in our lives, whether obviously healing and supportive or not, it is helping us grow spiritually. We can always pray to her for assistance and support. She will answer all our prayers. Yet we can also know that if we are struggling in some way, this is not a sign that something is wrong or that we are being punished or are not getting some lesson or other. We are just growing. Imagine a child taking their first steps. There can be a few great strides and perhaps at least a few wobbles as well. The Divine Mother is there with her arms open, calling you forward with delight into the next phase of your life. Finally, if you have been hearing loving words in a song that sticks in your mind, or finding white feathers on the ground, or seeing many churches more than usual, or seeing artwork of the Divine Mother, or feeling new sensations of love and meditation, and you have been wondering if it all means something, the oracle comes with this answer: yes. The divine is reaching for you and making its presence more felt so that you know it is real and with you always. Okay, so the healing process and affirmation is to close your eyes and sit comfortably. Place your hands on your heart, your head, or belly, wherever you feel stress or wherever feels most in need of comfort. Say aloud, I call on Mother Mary who loves me unconditionally, and I ask for your divine protection, healing connection, and love now. Through your divine grace, so be it. Imagine, sense, or intend that the healing, non-intrusive, but strong touch of the Divine Mother is reaching to you through your own hand and resting on your body in an unconditionally loving way. Sit like this for a few moments, and if you can, allow yourself to feel reassured. When you are ready, complete your healing process with the following affirmation. The Divine Mother loves me unconditionally and comforts me with truth. Only the divine plan shall be. All is safe and unfolding according to divine wisdom now. I trust in her and I am safe. Okay, well, I thank you all for joining me. I am getting ready to close this up this time and head out to bathe in her beautiful salty waters. Clearing, cleansing, resetting, anchoring in love. I'm going to fill this ocean, add to this ocean my own vibration of love that is spread to all along this coast and wherever those waters may go, that it flows to nourish the world as well. So I'm wishing you an awesome day, and I'll be back again, I'm assuming, as Spirit calls. So namaste.